Boom, it's telling me we're live. Well, good evening, whoever else that is in here. From myself and Mrs.
Boo.
W.
Me and you and a dog named Boo.
Dog named Boo.
Yeah, I've got sound.
You got sound? I have. Oh, yeah, I have. No. But what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I've got it in my hand. Because I've only got half the screen up there, I could see my can of Coke. I thought, well, it shouldn't be in shot. Advertising. Coke Zero, by the way. Good evening, Marines.
We knew you'd be there.
We knew you'd be there. How you devil you doing? What was it now? A couple of weeks till Christmas? Oh, a couple of weeks tonight. It'd be Christmas Eve, wouldn't it? Yeah. 2 weeks. And I haven't got the tree up yet.
You haven't got it down yet.
No, that must come down out the loft this weekend. We have to pick our days because I have to make sure there's somebody here with me because of falling off the ladder and shit if I have an episode. I swear I get altitude sickness going up the bloody stairs. But
Do you want somebody here other than me in case I push you down the stairs?
no, it's just as long as there's somebody here to ring the bloody ambulance, it don't matter, do it? Yeah, you might have to straighten a few bones and things.
Reliable as ever. Good evening, Moo.
Good evening, Moo.
While we're waiting for people to come in before he starts off, Roger was saying earlier about maybe coming on Christmas Eve, just for those that aren't busy wrapping papers or out drinking or whatever.
I did mention it last week as well. Yeah, being as it's the normal Wednesday night on Christmas Eve. I'll work out a time, but we'll pop up for an hour. Good evening, Adrian. Just to say Merry Christmas and give you all a chance to say Merry Christmas to each other as well. It won't be a late one, obviously. But, but what's been... Oh, as you've seen, those that do watch the videos, I haven't done any again this week. I just really don't feel like it. I mean, I still make the odd note or two and keep up with one or two relevant things, but it's just the same thing over and over again. Someone puts in a complaint about somebody, oh, we need an investigation. But only if you're not Labour. You know, anybody wants to investigate Labour, oh no, we can't be having that. But they've bowed now due to backlash and pressure over the grooming gangs inquiry. Old Mahood stood up in the House yesterday and gave a little speech. Now, she actually said that it would hopefully start around March next year. And that she would hope it would be completed in 3 years. Well, that's quite a risky thing to do, I think. Because if we haven't had a general election, if they haven't been pulled down by then, that takes us into 2029, which we know is the next election, or should be, if they haven't found a way about doing away with it, a bit like the locals. So, yeah, if any of these investigations openly and really expose Labour, well, it's not going to go down well just before an election, is it? unless they hold up the results till after. Well, they ain't got a chance of winning anyway, but they've handed these investigations to local authorities again. So basically, the ones that should be being investigated are, but by themselves. And we know where that leads, don't we? We investigate ourselves, find ourselves not guilty. So that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna be what people think it is gonna be. Now the other problem is, and it wasn't in the Casey report about evidence. Now it seems that some local authorities, even the police, have been destroying, I'll call it data, I won't call it evidence, I'll call it data, that has been collected over the years on the grooming gangs. Now several authorities admitted to this, stating that we were never ordered not to destroy them. But it seems strange that Baron Casey didn't add in her report to safeguard all files. We quite often used to hear on the Apollo launches, when something went wrong, lock the doors. Well, that means basically shut down all the information, nothing gets deleted, everything must be kept and looked into. But this sort of order wasn't given in the Casey report. So it seems that a lot of information and a lot of data potentially has gone missing, which would include some evidence, I presume. And then on top of that, back in 2011, 21 laptops mysteriously disappeared from Rotherham council offices, the safeguarding department. Apparently all these laptops, unencrypted, had information on victims and adults from the grooming gangs, including religion, ethnicity. What direction does that point in? And apparently there's a lot of laptops, and I mean possibly in the hundreds, that have never been handed back in by council employees once they've left. I'm not saying that could be connected to it, but not handing a couple of grand laptop in can't be classed as a slight oversight, can it? But the laptops that went missing, it was just booked down as theft. I don't know if anybody was arrested for it. I don't know whether there's been any action over it. All I heard was that they had been reported as missing, shall we say. But it just seems strange, police destroying evidence. Well, there was a video up a while back, and I did post a clip of it in one of my videos, of Rotherham police a little while back, a few years, mind, admitting that they had over 40 years of evidence. Again, ethnicity, religion, etc., background, religion. But somebody made a freedom of information request, and apparently they don't hold this data. So there's another 40 years worth of paperwork gone able. I mean, the superintendent, I think it was filmed outside the door waving piles and piles of paper saying we've got over 40 years of evidence. Miraculously gone missing. Now, the chair that they've put in place for this new inquiry, Baroness Longford, well, straight away that makes my heckles stand up because she's a Labour supporter. So I don't believe it will be an independent, unbiased outcome. But yeah, I think they're only doing it because of the pressure, the backlash. Everybody's been moaning about it. She doesn't know a lot of details yet. She doesn't know what it's, but all she said was it's going to be handed and there'll be lots of local inquiries, and they still haven't decided where. But yeah, as I say, she did say she wants it completed quite quickly inside 3 years. So starting it in March, realistically, they've still got the Christmas holidays and a little bit longer to come up with another excuse not to hold it or fiddling it somehow. We know they don't want it because most of us are pretty certain of the outcome and those that will be implicated in it. And it will be the time when we can all turn around and say, we were right. But an inquiry exposing it is a totally different thing to doing something about it. She did mention that if they find anything is worthy of criminal proceedings or of criminal follow-up, they will get the police to investigate. But they wouldn't need to. They just got to go back and think about what they did, and there's the information, isn't it? That's, but yeah, I think they're stalling again. They're just pushing something forward. Oh yeah, we're going to do this just to placate people. Many people. But as I say, so many investigations going on at the moment, and unusually there seems to be the results of quite a lot being announced. We've got the small investigations into the maternity departments at hospitals, and that now they want a big investigation into that and expose what was going on there. I mean, I know personally that hospitals have had a very bad reputation for many years, all of them, under the maternity wings. The John Radcliffe, which was my local major hospital back home in Oxford, we had our small local one in Abingdon, but all majority of the things ran up there. They built what was reported at the time as the newest and best maternity unit in the country. That seems to have gone the same way as all the others, by the sounds of it. But you got that. You got, what else have we got? There was 2 or 3. I can't remember what they were. But yeah, you know, they again, have they thrown up all this to try and keep people occupied over Christmas during the parliamentary shutdown? Just don't forget, I think this week is the last week. Today was the last question times. That was another farce. I won't even go into that. Nothing in there. Nothing of interest. But yeah, are they doing it to avoid questions? Same as announcing the grooming gangs thing. The MPs ain't going to get a chance to question them on it till after Christmas now. But the whole dictatorship is starting to show its cracks. And it is a dictatorship that we're in, make no bones about that. What with Lammy screwing up the justice system, Reeves screwing up the financial dealings, and God knows what Cooper's doing. She's just travelling around the world giving people money away, giving people money like it's confetti. 10 million here and 10 million there. Starmer's more interested in keeping a fucking war going between Ukraine and Russia. I won't call Trump an ally in any of this now because he's not. He hates Starmer's guts and the EU.
And the BBC.
And the BBC. Well, everybody hates the BBC. But yeah, it's... I mean, look at the strikes we've got. We've got the doctors on strike. We've even got the barristers talking about going on strike now over the new jury trials, for crying out loud. We've had the train drivers. We've got the bin men here in Birmingham still, where the agency workers that were brought in and paid to cover the strikers, they're striking as well. There's even talk around Oxfordshire of some of the firemen, some of the fire brigade going on strike due to closures. And so that doesn't surprise me with the no jury trials. As I say, the Oxford firemen, I think, is over closures. But the police were on about it even. You know, they're not allowed to strike, but they can work to rule, as I said last week. Even Starmer's own MPs standing up in the House and criticising him and talking him down. And he's cozying up with the EU again. Well, I can't see anything coming of that, as the EU seems to be falling apart itself. You know, people are fed up of unelected people running their countries, telling them what they should and shouldn't do. And many are revolting, refusing to pay fines. They're refusing to adopt the new immigration ideas and procedures. They're being fined for it and refusing to pay the fines. I mean, Marine Le Pen, in France, if she gets in, she's going to play havoc with them there, with the EU. But they're just totally failing. Totally failing. That we've got these petitions coming through. Well, there was a bit of a debate on the digital ID the other day. And basically, it's being rejected in all quarters by Labour MPs and others, and the public and businesses. But, I just really don't know which direction we need to go. I mean, if we get another government in, this is going to take decades to sort out the mess that Labour have made. Now, not just Labour. Don't forget all this started with the Tories as well. They just did it over a longer period of time, but given another term in office, I dare say they'd have turned the same way and destroyed the country even more. But
a lot of what they did was terminal for this country.
Oh yeah, the things they put in place.
Shutting down things that cannot be started up again.
Yeah,
is never a good idea.
I mean, Labour shut down the. Where was it? They were going to send all the flotsam to Rwanda. Labour, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It will never work. Well, you've got America sending people there now. You've got the European Union countries sending people there now. They're slowly getting rid of people. Yeah, Labour said, no, it don't work. Unviable. Yeah, it's... oh, God, what have I done with that now? Here we go. There it is. But this is Labour all over, They've lost control of everything, so now they're back to scaremongering about the flu. With the hospitals rammed. Don't go to the hospital. There's no beds. I find it funny that while COVID was around, there was no flu. Now the COVID has died down, all of a sudden the flu comes back.
Or is it?
It's
only flu because nobody can be bothered to pay for a test.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you say here now, darling. You got to be careful what you say here. I mean, if you looked at from various angles, you'd almost say they were one and the same, wouldn't you? But anyway, now the hospitalizations, the tidal wave of it, as the government and mainstream media are calling it. Has anybody asked the question, how many of these people that are hospitalised, fill in the beds, took a certain intervention? How many of those in hospital with a so-called flu had a certain invention? Good evening, Stitch. Little Stitch. And resist. And good evening to the other lurkers out there. Good or bad. But yeah, now, if you listen to some quarters, I've listened to both arguments. I've looked at a lot of evidence over a few years, and I elected not to take it. I'm not in hospital with flu. But yeah, nobody asked this question. We know roughly the figures of how many people got infected with the virus, actually why they were in hospital. Now people say that these interventions fuck around with your DNA and your immune system. I mean, there's so much information out there that it's impossible to sift through it all, whether it be factual, whether it be conspiracy theory. Don't forget, a lot of conspiracy theories actually become fact, even quicker, more so nowadays. But could this be something that somebody's took that's fucking around with their immune system. And it leaves them particularly open to infections, viruses even. Yeah, others will say, I'm protected, I'm up to date. Well, that's the number I'd like to know of how many are in hospital. Nobody are asking. Is it a repeat of the malinformation they gave over hospital numbers, deaths, and everything else, and still do around COVID? Are they using the same things to put out malinformation about the flu? You don't know, because it's even been found out that some of the figures are malinformation, I will say, that are on the ONS over it all. They're giving basically the right information, but they're hiding it, splitting it up, spreading it, so you don't actually know the true extent of anything. Oh, you're still at the hotel, are you, Stitch? Are they going to get you back in before Christmas? That's the last place you want to spend bloody Christmas, isn't it? But yeah, everything that they put out, they've been caught out lying, and nobody's going to believe a word they say. It's the boy that cried wolf, isn't it? Stitch has some amazing news for Mrs. W. Okie dokie. Oh, apologies from Jenny tonight. She is not coming in. She's gone out with her daughter tonight. So if you watch it back later, Jen, have a great time, or hope you had a great time. You're going to be in an Airbnb, but at least we can be together there. Yeah, a bit
That's
more privacy. It's better than hotel, isn't it? Depending on where it is. Yeah, she might watch it back tomorrow or whenever, Jen. Stitch. But she did message me earlier to say that they're going out. So, and she quite often does go out with her daughter. You see her face on Postbook. She's always Postbook? Faces on posts on Facebook. Yeah, they do go out quite regular together. So, that's a bit better for you, Stitch. But they've given you no date on when you can get back in yours, like. Now you got me guessing his resist practice. Oh dear. Oh, what about Khan? In the shit over the Met Police. It sounds, from what I'm hearing, like he's going to have control of them taken away from him. Well, everything that little twat does should be taken away from him, but apparently there's been a few £1 million gone missing from the coffers as well that can't be accounted for, but I haven't looked into that, so I don't know what it's about or what's involved, where it's gone or whatever, but it wouldn't surprise me with him. But that's kind of falls in line with what old Mahood said again the other day, that she wants to change the way the police work. And what you need to do is change the way the police think. And then the way they work will come naturally. But until you get rid of the bad apples, of which there are still many, many, it ain't going to happen. So is it Rowley trying to take the power off of Khan, or is it Mahmood? I mean, Rowley's been running scared anyway since he announced that all the investigations into themselves. Again, that was one that was announced that we never heard anything more about. But it definitely seems as if Khan's on his way out. Londoners seem to have had enough of him. Is Aunt Middleton good enough to take over the job? Well, he's a bit like Farage. He's got the talk, he's got the good ideas, but it's finding a way of carrying out them ideas once you get in that position. And it doesn't matter what government it is, any new incoming government is going to find problems that they never thought about. There's things that they haven't thought about how they're going to work it. And unfortunately, whoever follows Labour is going to be left with the biggest fucking mess that any government this country has ever seen. So, the proof is in the pudding. But as I say, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But yeah, Khan going, absolutely. I mean, he has destroyed London. He's just a little pocket dictator, isn't he? That's all he is to me. An annoying little pocket dictator. And he should have been gone long ago. He's just an arrogant little twat.
Not having him telling my pockets what to do.
Yeah. Trump absolutely fucking hates him. And I'm with Trump on that.
I was going to say, that's another good... that's actually a reason. I don't like Trump because of how he has been with women in the past. But, yeah, that's a reason to like him. It really is.
Yeah, he's straight talking. And if he says he's going to do something, right or wrong, he'll fucking do it. Like he says, he's called the Ukraine weak, and without the support, they would lose. He calls the EU weak, Starmer weak, and he's looking at withdrawing all support. And I mean, if Trump draws everything out of the Ukraine, they're fucked. Absolutely fucked. He keeps telling the EU, keep your nose out of the negotiations, because he knows all they want to do is prolong it. As long as this goes on, they can keep pushing for the dictatorships that they want. But, it's just like the story today that came out about the British soldier that was killed in the Ukraine. I will say at this point, R.I.P. Lance Corporal George Hoodley. I think it is Hoodley. That's it. But that got me thinking. Now, it was reported, as he wasn't on the front line, it was an accident through some new weapon that they were trying. But that made me think, why would there be a Lance Corporal there? Unless there were brass there that they didn't mention. But if it was just him overseeing this or looking at it or watching it, I would have thought there'd have been someone a bit higher ranking than a Lance Corporal. But no, it's just a little niggle about the way it's reported. I might be wrong. But if it was a secret weapon, they obviously didn't disclose what it was. But yeah, surely that should have been overseen by somebody ranking a bit higher than the Lance Corporal. Just my opinion, you know. We don't know the depth of the involvement of the people they've sent over there. Same with the Americans. We know there's a lot of mercenaries that went there. Most of them have gone now, I think. Let's go with one up from Canlad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Corporal was always the one that did all the shouting in the barracks, as it were, wasn't it? Who in turn used to get shouted at by the SM, but what are you on about now? What's this about getting pregnant and shit here anyway?
I didn't put that.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the one about Trump. Yeah, I've quite often said this, Moo. I like some of the things he's doing, but I don't like the way he's doing it. Yes, he is doing what he said, and he is cleaning up a lot of cities. But with the American politics, it's all this different rules, different states. You know, they've only got the federal law, which covers the whole lot. And we know how brutal the American authorities can be, the police and what have you. And I just think they're going about it the wrong way. They're being too vicious with it. Yes, it is sending a message, and many have left America because of that message. You know, this is what's going to happen to you if you try and stay and you're illegal. But I mean, I like the idea of the alligator Alcatraz. But yeah, that is like Alcatraz, isn't it? There's a reason for not escaping, as it were. Although I dare say a lot of them in there were just gardeners and what have you that were just there illegally. But I believe that was mainly for the criminal element. And he's got another war on his own back now to think about anyway with Venezuela, and he. But, yeah, I can't see the country going in any other direction but down at the moment. Unfortunately, well, we've got Labour in. As I keep saying, none of the Labour Party seem interested in pulling him down. All we hear is rumours. Although Rayner's sitting there quite happily keeping her big trap shut in the background. But he's openly said that he would welcome her back to the front bench. So if you look at the front bench, you've got Lammy wants to destroy the justice system. You've got a tax evader. You've got a woman that's just going around handing our money out like confetti to anybody that's got their begging bowl out around the world. You got Reeves, who's absolutely fucking destroying the finances of this country. And then you got Herr Starmer sat on his fucking throne there, controlling a lot of them. Censorship, ID. And this is what I say. Anybody that says we're not in a dictatorship, you're fucking wrong. We are. And if people had joined the dots up earlier, they'd have seen it coming as well. And, you know, everybody's looking surprised at what he's doing. I mean, somebody said the other day they could crash that bad that the Labour Party could disappear forever. Yes, please. fucking good job. If anybody can make it happen. Yeah, again, with the youth of today, he's expecting them all to all join the army and fight for him on his command. Volunteer. Can you imagine half of them being given weapons? Yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, most of the vets have already said they'd never fight for the twat. And the army's getting smaller and smaller every day. They've got no armoury left. Anything that they're getting now is actually rush built because they're giving it all away to the fucking Ukrainians. Talking of armour, have you seen the bloody things that Khan's authorised the Met to buy in London? The old big American riot fucking Jeep things. All armoured up and armed up and God knows how many £1 million a time. Apparently they've got 18 of them now. I'm sure them big diesel V8s don't go down very well with the ULEZ system. But why would the Met think they need them?
Get Khan to his appointments.
Yeah. Well, he's already got his 2 armoured Range Rovers and 2 police vehicles either side, a cavalcade, a security.
Oh, well, it's for all the other MPs then.
When he drives through London, he actually has more fucking around him than Starmer does.
Well, they're his backup vehicles, aren't they?
Yeah, let's keep London clean and green. Fucking idiot.
Except if it's me going somewhere, yeah.
Well, I was absolutely disgusted at Starmer hijacking McLaren Formula One team celebration yesterday. That was just fucking bang out of order.
You mean Monday?
Monday, sorry, yeah. I'm losing a day here. I don't know.
But didn't Lando do well?
Yes, Lando did do well, played the clever game, made sure he just did what he needed to do. And then, as they do, they celebrate most of the night. I mean, the interview with Lando on Monday, he said he hadn't even got out of the hotel and the party till 5 o'clock Monday morning. And obviously the factory at Woking would be the same. And what happens? They're celebrating. In pops Starmer to say well done and then stand there and give it a bullshit excuse and a load of flannel. He spent about 30 seconds congratulating the team and then went into his usual bullshit.
That's where if you're not Prime Minister, you can be there.
Well, it was the same as that interview he did in the factory where all the people at the back were just rolling their eyes. They just weren't interested. And I posted a clip on Facebook. Now, myself and Mrs. W are in 2 minds on this. I can't remember which one it was. Let's go for that fucker.
You're in your mind
Right,
and I'm in my mind.
Hang on. Yeah, I've got to figure this out now because it doesn't seem to have a stop go button. Right, well, will that go full screen? Yeah, right. Present or invite. Share screen. Share screen. Do a Chrome tab. So I get.
I'm going to make it big so I can have a look because I was only on my phone. But I think it is black.
Right.
With a yellow sticker.
Now, when you watch this, if you look in that circle, you'll see a gentleman here in the background. I need to put my mouse over there so you can see it on that screen. I'm on the wrong screen. In that circle, a gentleman will come in from this way, tap the guy behind Starmer and ask him to pass him something. Now, to me, it looks like he's taking off of him a glass of orange juice and champagne in a flute. Mrs. W is convinced it's a microphone. But why the guy behind him would have a microphone, I've no idea. But if you watch this, it should play. Will it play? What the fuck? No. Oh well. Guess what?
You've opened up the picture.
Yeah, it isn't the
That's
video.
a JPEG.
Yeah. No, it's not that. Right, hang on. Let's do this again. Right. Where is the fucking video? Oh my God. Right, we've got that one there. That's a picture. Aha. Is that it? That one. Right. Let's try this again, shall we? Sorry about this, people. Ah, there we go. Right. Share screen. Share. Windows. That one. Share. Right, there we go. As I say, watching that circle, and you make your own mind up.
Can I start by thanking you, Jay, for introducing us, and Juliet, who's just behind me.
There's a miserable smile.
Some of the other apprentices that we saw.
There you go. Let's tap on the shoulder. Give us that, mate.
Substitute this morning.
Now, was that a glass or was it a microphone? Looking at it there, I am going to say I could possibly be wrong. And yes, it could have been a microphone. Because looking at it on the big screen there, I can see the dark shape. Can you hear her fucking giggling behind me? I got him wrong. I proved him wrong. Oh, God, what's going on here? Hang on. What's occurring? Yeah, thank you, Stitch.
The first time I saw it, I said microphone, and he went, "No, it's a glass."
That's the first time I've seen it zoomed right in on the big screen.
Yeah, I've got it on the big screen as well, and I'm like,
hands up.
Microphone. I've worked with enough microphones to say, even that it's got a fluffy cover on it.
It's got a foam one on it. Yeah. It was upside down. That's what threw me. The black bit's above it.
No, it's the right way up.
Microphone vibrator. Maybe that's why he took it off him if he was planning to ram it up his ass. He'd have probably said, and he just changed the batteries, you know.
But when you're dealing with a lot of microphones that are wireless, the easy way to tell them apart is to put a big coloured sticker on them. So there'll be one yellow one, one green one, one blue one.
One with a bit of shite on.
So that you have the controls right. If you want to turn one on, you turn the yellow one on or the blue one on.
Evening, Steve. But yeah, that's the first time I've looked at that quality. So I bow to your wisdom there, my darling. You were right.
Again.
You don't know how that pains me to fucking say that. But she does have her moments. But I thought, what a despicable thing to do. You know, just waltz in there. And I've said these are the only places where he can go and stand in front of a normal person and give his shit. because they're paid to be there. I mean, personally, I'd forfeit the wages for how long ever, and I'd fuck off. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to stand there and listen to him. I'd have to stand up and give it a load of shit to him. It's yeah, it looked about the right size as well, didn't it, Moo? With the lump on the end as well. We were only saying earlier on to a mate how we don't descend into smut and things on here anymore. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. I mean, what's all this bollocks about? Oh, we're going to, all these countries pulling out of the Eurovision Song Contest thing.
Because they're letting Israel talk about letting Israel in.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be sad to see the whole fucking thing go altogether. I mean, it's just a shit show. It's an embarrassment. It's a freak show in front of the world.
But because of all the shit going on in the world, it's become political. Oh, they can't
Name
enter.
for a punk band. Yeah. Would it be allowed under the new censorship rules and shit, though? I mean, Ofcom trying to find Elon Musk in America for not censoring X. Well, they do to a point. And I'll be honest, I do see a lot more. I wouldn't say they're fact checkers on there. It's just people giving another opinion or a fact to, like, oh yeah, that's a cracking video. Readers have said this is absolutely AI and shit like that. But look at what they've done in Australia now with the kids, banning them from social media at under 16. That's going to cause more trouble than it's going to cure. And as I've always said, this is the evils, and it's its own fault of social media. Literally, the only way you control it is with on and off switch, because there's more than enough people out there that know how to hack into things, even the kids themselves. I mean, particularly for people my age, you got a problem, I'll go and find the granddaughter or the grandson. They'll know how to cure it, I think the kids are going to kick up about it. I did hear of one lad at a school where he flatly refused IT lessons. A lot of their learning was on computers. And he said, well, basically, he said, if I'm not allowed to look at it on my phone and look at the internet, then I'm not going to use it to learn from. You want to ban me from the internet? Ban me from the fucking internet. And they suspended him, funny enough. But there was a lot of kids that said the same, that backed him. The Australians always been a bit weird about laws and things. I mean, their police, they'll give you what they call a demerit for farting at the wheel, But to ban kids from it altogether, no, that is just a dictatorship working. Yeah, he's in, they're saying indefinite. He's definitely in for Christmas, Steve. Unless you've heard anything up to date. That was the last I heard. But again, that only a dictatorship would do that, wouldn't they? Jail a school teacher for refusing to use woke pronouns, for fuck's sake. You know, they've emptied his bank account. I believe they've took his home. I mean, that is just way over the top. Life, no problem. Yeah, it's basically at their pleasure. I don't think you'll find it was life, no parole. Far from it. But he's detained at their pleasure, as they call it. So, yeah, but again, why? That is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And it just shows how far governments will go. Yeah, there's a lot going on around it, Steve, and there's a lot that the public don't know, but it's a very, very bad move politically. But there we go. We know Ireland has been overrun with migrants, you know, more so than us. But unlike us, the Irish have been fighting back a lot harder. You know, think about it. The police can't protect our women and kids, although the government say that's their top priority. You wouldn't think so with the way they've held up the grooming gangs. But police are protecting people that commit heinous crimes. Yet they want them. They seem to want them here. And now, because the police don't do anything, good or bad, we've got groups. I won't call them vigilantes, because most of them are not. That's not what they're about. But there's many towns and cities now and areas that are forming their own security groups and patrolling the streets. You know, we used to have the best police force in the fucking world, for crying out loud. And now they're a fucking laughingstock. They're a joke, even to our own people. Yeah. Testing their influence over COVID. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Steve. Obviously, we still got to be very careful what we say around it. But if you look at the scaremongering and the headlines that will be putting out, it's exactly the same as they did through COVID. So I'm suggesting that it's got the same type of malinformation in it as well. So people need, as I say and keep saying, they need to go back and look what happened at COVID, look at what's happening now, connect the dots. Any rational thinking person can join the dots and see the big picture. That'll be their next excuse, won't it? Digital ID protects you from the flu. I can hear the headlines. But yeah, it's, you know, many people are saying, oh, the government need to do this, they need to do that. I prefer to say they need to look into doing this, because some of the suggestions that people come up with, the money isn't there, the law isn't there to cover it, and unfortunately this is the way the government look at things. Now, you can see the bias, pardon me, in the police. Now, they're quoting they can't do this, that and the other because the ECHR laws, the European Court of Human Rights. Yet in Germany and other countries in the EU, the police go in very heavy-handed. They batter people, they'll punch them, they'll drag them, they'll pull them. And it's a full-on brawl. Now, we've seen the British police do that to peaceful protesters, not on the level that the Germans are. So my question is, how are they getting away with it? And you can't hear. You know, all they do with the violent ones, the Antifa mob, is make sure they get face to face with the peaceful protests just to cause the hassle, and then all they do is cattle them up. Yeah, they take them 1 or 2 out, but yeah, I might do in a bit, Steve. I'm going to try and keep going for the 2 hours tonight. Give us a minute, and but yeah, the police, we know they need an overhaul. Most of them need to be getting rid of. But then what have you got to select the new ones from? You know, what coloured hair are they going to be allowed? How many piercings are they going to be allowed? You know, how many of them are going to be wearing the old hijab? Yeah. There's a lot that needs to be sorted, and unfortunately, nobody's interested in doing it. What am I doing here? There you go. I'll put that up there. But yeah, I can't see any way that things are going to get a lot better, unfortunately. I mean, prices on everything are still rising, and they'll never go down. And that was one thing that was surprising. What I talked about earlier about this payment from the country to the monarchy. Now, well, whoever that is, you've got no picture. El Glitcho. Oh, that's Stitch, isn't it?
That's me.
Hello.
Hello. Hello,
Oh.
Mrs. W.
God, well,
Hello, my dear.
where was I?
Sat there.
Sorry, Pops.
No, I got sidetracked there. What the fuck was I talking about?
Dunno.
Oh, God, it's just gone straight at me. Flaming head. Just through looking at and pressing a button. Totally lost where I was. Come on, somebody in the chat enlighten me.
I can't remember.
I can't.
It,
I can't.
My brain went bye-bye.
Fucking hell. How good are the police?
Oh, prices going up. And
Oh, yeah,
never come
prices.
down.
Yeah. I
Thank you,
think
mate.
you finished. Cheers, Steve. Yeah, the thing about the Royals, wasn't it?
Yeah, you've moved
Now,
back.
their entitlement from the country goes with the rate of inflation or GDPR, whatever it is. Now, if that goes up, the percentage that the monarchy goes up. But if the economy goes down and tanks, their percentage stays at the last level it was set as. And it won't go down. It'll only ever go up as the economy gets better. Yeah, I just remembered that. So they never lose out. Their money always goes up, never comes down. And that's the same with prices. Now, energy companies will say, right, we're not going to give you any more pay rises. We're not going to raise the cap, bill prices. We're not going to raise the cap. But they could probably survive for a few years at that level because they're already making an extortionate profit. So they don't need to put their prices up to keep the profit at the same level. It's like food. You'll get offers on food now, but the prices will not go down.
No, but what happens now is you get a discount with your loyalty card. So you've got to have your loyalty card to buy food at a reasonable price. So they can keep track of you. And this new HMRC app, download your app and you'll see your taxes. Well, yeah, no. You shouldn't need that.
Well, you look at, have you seen the one on Facebook from Tesco's? What's their loyalty card thing called? The little
Tesco's loyalty card, I don't know.
The blue
Club
one.
card.
Club.
Yeah, club card.
Thank you. They put the stickers on the shelf of what the price is and the price with club card.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I can't remember what it was, but there was one there. Regular price £4. Club card holders 2 for £8.
Oh, sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, they get them wrong. It does happen. You get glitches.
Yeah. More data, lower prices.
But if you want a nice joint for Christmas, if you've got a loyalty card, you will get gammon, turkey, beef, lamb throughout the different supermarkets at half price if you have their loyalty card.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good, isn't it?
Graham. Welcome, buddy. Has just got the club card. I thought a loyalty card was a thing you show at a strip club so you can get straight to the front of the queue, but there you go.
I'll ask him, Boo.
Even them loyalty cards, you're never really going to save anything on them. And all they are is a data collection tool. That's all they are. As who is it said in their Moo? Literally, the world runs now on data. It's the biggest commodity in the world. And unfortunately, there's as many criminals who'll pay for the information as there is normal, legit companies. The club card being up the junction. I had to think back when days were really like that film, wasn't it, Graham? I can just remember some of them. But yeah, 2 weeks today, Christmas Eve.
Nice, mad, isn't it?
Yeah, Mrs. W's already been out and bought her presents.
Half of them.
I've got a lot of them, but it's just like because we're going into the Airbnb, because we're going there on the 22nd, so we've got to leave here, go back to our house and get everything ready, and then go there in the evening. So I can't really do anything until that's been done.
Yeah,
so I've got some stuff, but it's a bit of a pain in the bum, really.
It's going to throw your Christmas right out, isn't it?
Yeah, because I was saying like we'll have to go out on like the 23rd and go and get all like the food and stuff like that, because we won't be able to do it on the 22nd because we've got too much to do.
So I'm one of these that I never know what to get for her. There's a few things that I used to get regular. Well, I say I used to get her daughter to get them for me.
No. You went and got.
Oh yeah, I used to walk up and get your Thorntons because you like your Thorntons.
When there was a shop in the town, you would go up there. But then they went online only. At which point you got my daughter to order them for me.
But this year, I've done it a different way because I didn't know what she wanted. So basically, I said, right, there's how much you can spend. Order your Christmas presents.
Nice.
And,
Does anybody want to know what he bought me? Because he doesn't know.
I do
Yeah, go on
know.
then.
I haven't opened them yet. I'm not going to spoil the surprise.
Yes, Moo. And the amount of energy that those data centers use and the amount of heat they produce is unbelievable. Believe me. I mean, they're on about turning the Didcot site where the power station used to be in Oxfordshire. They're on about turning that into one of them big data centers now. But they consume extortionate amount of electricity, obviously. And the thing is, it's a never expanding business. I mean, in America, this
Pardon
was
me.
2 years ago. I was just looking at them because people were talking about them. And there's miles and miles of these giant warehouses just for data storage. And yeah, it used to be cold grain, yeah. Yeah, the huge warehouse, and they reckon they were having to build, I think it was 5 a day to keep up with demand.
Bloody hell.
Unbelievable. Yeah, there was discussions about it going over to nuclear, Graham, but it was all coal-fired. I was actually living up there when they blew the towers down originally, before they went over to the gas thing, whatever it is they used. I remember the thump when they come down. It was 6 towers. Evening, Stephen.
Yeah, Roger, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad.
Sound check. Am I coming through okay?
You are. Got me
Oh,
new big bag of meds delivered today.
that's just boasting.
Nice.
They got me on a load of new stuff. Well, I say a load. There's new pills, different steroids. I've got a squirty job because they think I've got angina. I keep getting angina. That's what they think the chest pains are now. Yeah, it was always a landmark, Graham. When you come down that A34, as soon as you saw them, you could see them from miles off. And we used to fish up round there. I mean, my brother lives not far from there, actually, at Sutton Courtenay. He did actually live in Didcot at one point. But and just on the entrance there used to be the Williams Formula One team as well, next to the power station. That was before they moved to the ex-pharmaceutical place at Grove. Because I used to live about 300 yards from that.
El Glitcho, were you literally just yawning then?
I'm very sorry. I apologise.
I know I've just grassed you up and all
Don't
that,
be
but I just
sorry
thought it's
about
quite
it.
funny because I was kind of going,
I do it regular.
this is stuff I haven't got any answers for any of this. It's like some racetrack. Oh no! And you're like,
Oh no, I weren't yawning about pops. I was just yawning because I'm tired.
I'm winding everyone up. I'm just like, I know it wasn't because of that. It's just it'd be funny to imagine it.
I yawn from the minute I
Done it
get
again.
up. It's unbelievable.
In fact, these days a yawn is considered a compliment.
Hey?
These days a yawn is considered a compliment. I'm just trying to dig myself out of a hole, Rog.
Well, it's quite noisy. I don't know whether you can hear the traffic, but there's a lot of traffic and there's a lot, it's quite noisy. So I don't sleep very good anyway, so that's why I'm yawning. So I think last night I woke up 3 times last night. It was well annoying.
It's the trouble when you move, to somewhere next to a main road. Pardon me. That's why I don't like living in cities.
I don't know whether I'm allowed to show. I'll put my camera on so I can show you on it. How do I turn me what's it around 1 minute?
That's the
Let's show
question
me
on
a green rub.
everybody's lips. How
Can
does
see
one
some,
turn one's
can
what's
see
it around?
something in the dark there moving.
How do you do?
There you go.
What's that showing? Is that over the road?
Yeah,
should be
Is
a
that showing the
button.
road?
yeah, it's
It look-
showing a van.
Yeah, so like that's where I am. There's the hotel over there, and then I'm at the pub because why not? So yeah, and it's very very noisy.
Yeah, I used to have a flat next to the main road and the bus station in Newquay. Fucking hell.
Mm,
But, yeah,
it's
you
like
wouldn't recognise any of them now, Graham. They've changed so much, especially Didcot. Wallingford's still an old time sort of town, but even they've changed a lot. Clubbing that gets you yawning. Yeah, I wish, Moo. It's the ME, mate. I feel constantly tired, but half the time when I try and lay down and rest, I can't sleep.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
it's like there are loads of systems in the body, aren't there? And I wonder if it's like some of them just want to get some kip, and some of them are
Well,
trying to do things.
that's the problem I've got with my muscles. I mean, I've had like a restless leg syndrome for years because I always worked on my leg muscles and I used to go too far half the time, if I'm honest. But right the way through the night, my legs will start twitching. I'll have to turn them out, turn on one side or the other to try and shut them down. Not so much now, but I used to get very, very bad cramps. And that would wake me up in tears. I'd be crying in pain, rolling on the bloody floor.
The bearded veteran used to get that as well. Well, I hope it's gone, but I mean, I've never heard of a cure for it. A lot of people have that. It's awful.
Yeah.
You never
That's
move
why
so
I've got
quick in
my
your
leg
life
thing.
when you get that.
Yeah,
I've got like this
I'll even,
pillow thing that goes in between my legs that stops that. It's like I call it my knee pillow, but it's like I can't think of the shape of it, but it goes in
I've
between my
tried
knees
doing
and it
that.
stops that.
Tried that with pillows and all sorts. But even my feet, right on in the insole of my foot, I'll get a bloody cramp, or I'll get it in my toes.
Oh, it's funny the places you get them. I get them at the top of my calves, especially the left calf, but the inside top of my calf, right at the top. I'm thinking it's pulling on the ligament, and that's where it's. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, mine.
You're getting old when you just sit around just complaining about the various ailments, but
It's
it's true.
usually the
It's
calves,
awful.
but I have had the thigh muscles kick in as well. I did used to get a bit in my arms, but that seems to have calmed down.
Do you
But
know what? Sorry.
a lot of
Can I say something really, really quick?
go on then.
I'm just going to mute myself a minute because I'm going to go in a bar and go and get something from the bar, and I don't want to get you in trouble because there's loads of music. So I'm just going to mute myself a minute while I go and do that.
All right, darling, no worries. But yeah, they've been over the last probably 6 months or so. They've been changing a lot of my meds around.
Yeah.
And although things aren't getting better, things are sort of leveling out, and it's easier to deal with. My blood issues, the polycythemia. Now, actually, it was Monday. I spoke to my consultant because the venous sections haven't been needed the last 2 times I've been checked. She said, basically, it's the meds are keeping it under control,
Stabilizing it.
Yeah, so rather than going back every month, having me blood test, possibly having to sit there and have a load of blood taken out, they've extended that period now to 3 months.
It's like they're not as worried now.
No, they've said there's something still doing it. It's not going to go away because it's something in my body that's producing the cells.
Right.
and it could be several things apparently. But she's happy at the level that I'm keeping, that, you know, I can extend the amount of times before I need to go in to be checked and possibly have the section, the venous section. Sounds perverted, doesn't it? Venous section.
The venous section. No, it sounds like an 80s rock band.
You wouldn't think that means taking
Hello,
blood out.
guys, we're the venous section. Live with it.
Yeah, sounds like a fucking torture or something. Why can't you just say, "Oh, we're going to extract some blood"? Yeah, okay, it's going to be a bit more than most people.
Because I'd never heard of venous section, although there are common enough terms in like biological, medical language, aren't they? I mean, a section you got. Don't want to get too deep into it, because a cesarean section.
It's just called that because that's
means
what
a
they
cut,
call the
doesn't
treatment.
it? Like in geometry, a section is a cut. Like,
yeah, I mean, you go in to donate blood. Technically, that's a venous section because they're taking blood out of you. You know? Well,
if they can't make a section in the vein somehow by popping a little needle in it, I presume. My only experience of a blood thing is from Tony Hancock. Apparently, they take nearly an armful. Where's Loaf of Sheffield when you need him?
Well, what have we got? But they reckon about 8 to 9 pints for the average person, don't they?
So they reckon, yeah.
And that's another problem I've got, is which I've had for a while now, right from the blood clot, is the amount of blood thinners I'm taking. Because the consultant always told me if I had, you know, a cut artery or something like that, if I could bleed out literally.
You bleed out.
Yeah, 3 to 4 minutes.
It'd be a bit like having the opposite of having a clotting disease.
Yeah,
there's one called von Willebrand's. It's the same thing. The blood won't clot properly.
Yeah, you have to think in the same way as a haemophiliac.
I don't think so. I think that's similar, but
no. Haemophiliac is the same thing. They have got something in the blood that prevents it clotting.
Thing, yeah.
But I have got drugs that do that. It's not a natural thing. It's a drug-induced blood thinning.
Oh, do you mean
in the vein?
Where the haemophiliac, their body does that.
Some people are in danger of clotting too much, and some people are in danger of clotting not enough.
And that's why I'm on so many blood thinners. But I mean, I'll nick myself. Good evening, DJ. I've only got to nick myself with something, a blade, or, you know, working in the shed or cooking, and that little cut will bleed for 2 days.
Okay, no.
What was it you did the other day?
It was that little in there. I don't know whether you can just see the white spot there.
Not really, but
we had one of these
707,957.5. If you can see
we had one of these meat pies in the old foil dish.
Oh yeah.
And when I put it up in the bin, I crunched it up, folded it, and it was literally, you know how it can sometimes leave like a little needle point.
Of course it can, yeah.
And it literally just bang. I didn't even feel it going in, didn't even notice it. And I'm sat here thinking, what the hell's that? And I've looked down, and I mean, the thing is a pinprick. And my hand was covered in blood.
Right, yeah.
You know, I bandaged up a little cut when I was out the back a little while back. Went into bed, went to the toilet halfway through the night. I had to change the dressing on it. It was just soaking.
Right.
Normal people, pressure for a few minutes, it clots, you're fine. Me, not a bloody chance, mate.
Yeah, good choice of words there, mate.
Yeah, pun unintended.
Yeah.
But it's...
Hello.
Oh, she's back. But everything around what I've got, the stroke was obviously the main one, and the bypass. It's meant a complete change of lifestyle.
Yeah.
I've had to think about things I used to do and how can I do them now if I can still do them.
Yeah.
You know, it's I've got used to it now. It's been a few years, handful of years, but it was hard to accept in the end. Yeah, at the beginning. It
Yes.
was,
Do you
yeah,
get the same thing with bruises? Like, if you get like a bruise, does it stay there? Because I've got one,
oh,
like where I've got my deformed valves in my leg. I've got a bruise on that leg that's been there for about 5 years, and all it does is if I twat it, it just gets bigger.
yeah,
So it
that could
never
be
goes
down
away.
to a bad vein. But yeah,
Yeah, I've
when you're
got
on the blood
deformed valves,
thinners,
yeah.
when you're on the blood thinners, yeah, I mean, I'll look down and I'll see half a dozen bruises on my legs. I think, where the hell did I get them?
Me.
You know, I won't remember knocking myself against anything.
You were asleep.
Shot
But
yourself in the foot there, Mrs.
yeah,
W. It's just like
exactly. It's like banging my
was it
legs.
Edgar Allan Poe, The Telltale Heart?
You know, if I bang my hand against some at the back of my hand, it'll just come up in a massive bruise.
Yeah, I don't know where that one came from. It just appeared one day. I didn't even know I did it. And then
Yes,
it's got bigger and bigger, and it's on my shin, and it's quite large now, and it's a really nice
I
purple
would
colour.
personally get that looked into because that could be
I
some
have,
issue with blood
I
vessels.
have, but they said I've got deformed valves, and they said
Yeah,
they can't do nothing about it because it's a birth defect or something.
As long as it's not going to kill you.
Yeah, it ain't gonna kill
Yeah,
me. I'll have to go in every so often just for them to check to make sure it's not gone
yeah,
infected or anything, but it ain't.
yeah,
It's fine.
yeah. Nice one, Mrs. W, for your advice of fuck it, it'll be all right.
Oh,
It
yeah.
will be.
Yeah, yeah. If it don't kill you, it'll make you stronger. Yeah,
Yeah.
no talk of like getting it checked. No, I'm just kidding. But
No.
Well, I can take it.
well, that's not.
But she said
It's
she
a
still got to check.
there's a time for courage and there's a time for diagnosis.
My response to she's been and got it checked and it's nothing dangerous. It's not going to
Yeah.
kill you. It's merely a visual thing. So yeah, don't worry about it. Wear trousers.
yeah,
Yeah, I do.
If you'll
what they
ask,
give you
sort of,
instead
it's
of
just a
warfarin.
visual thing. I'll have that put on my gravestone. He said he was ill, but it was just a visual thing.
Clopidogrel or
Well,
clopidogrel, that's the one that replaces warfarin now.
Blood isn't the bruise a blood the blood reaching like the capillaries and all the smaller tiny
what it does, you're actually damaging your blood vessels, and it's the blood that seeps out from the blood vessels under your skin.
that makes the colouring like.
Yeah. And obviously, the more blood, the deeper the bruise, the deeper the colour in the bruise itself.
And it's all right. 'Cause I like purple. So I've got a nice purple leg. It's all good.
It's like when you have blood taken, quite often the needle mark bruises all around it. You've seen mine in the videos and that. Well, that is literally where the blood is still seeping out of the vein where the needle went in.
A lot of blood spirit,
Under the skin.
There's a lot of blitz spirit in this room right now, but I think you're probably losing viewers who are like afraid of blood and stuff like that, and vegetarians will be going,
Apologies.
oh yeah, it's just bloody spreading around there. I'll push it round sometimes. See what that.
There's the point. If I cut my finger and it's bleeding, I put it in my mouth. What does a vegetarian do?
You never mind. Not only that, Mrs. W, but then you're a self-certified cannibal.
Yeah.
Vampiric cannibal. Welcome to the club.
It is the natural reaction, isn't it? You get what have I done there? No, I'm sorry, a vegetarian can't even lick the finger, can't they?
Plus, in an environment if nutrients are difficult to come by, there's a little come by. You got iron and copper and stuff.
Pardon me.
I do it all the time. It's a wonder my fingers. Just kidding. Get banned for
pardon me.
Well, it's like when the doctor says you got too much iron in your blood. I said, well, I don't fucking
Thunder.
remember eating any metal.
It's all the heavy metal that you listen to. It like goes through osmosis. You get copper and zinc.
Yeah, they reckon, that all these elements are required for the human body. Well, my plumbing is made out of copper.
Well, copper's one of the
Oh,
hard
that was
things to get,
shit.
apparently.
And if you've got a mind for it, how do you get it in your blood?
Through food.
Check this out, look. I don't know whether you can see that. Look at that monster. Yummy.
What is that?
My coffee, they're giving it to me in a monster cup.
Excellent.
Sorry, I know that was really random. Sorry. Coming out. Oh, look at my coffee.
That was coffee of the week.
It's a large in Costa. I don't know what it is in anywhere else, but yeah, it's that big. It's worth having a coffee.
It's not worth the money you have to pay for them.
Well, I'm lucky I don't have to pay because they class this as being an unexpected expense. So
Good
we
night,
get
Graham.
money every day for food.
Take care, Graham.
That's fair
Look
enough.
after yourself, buddy. Oh, Loafer's drinking again. Nothing new there.
Enjoy, Loafer.
30 minutes to beer. Do you know what? I don't miss not drinking alcohol at all, to be honest.
You mean you don't miss drinking it?
I don't miss it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just, I'm just being facetious because I'm still drinking alcohol.
I mean, I still wake up with headaches, but that's through other things. So, not the drinking. But, yeah. Well, I mean, I knew I had all this coming. I knew I was going to ache in old age, but I just didn't expect it to arrive with a bang in this quick.
I'm not laughing at you, Pops. I'm laughing at what Moo said. Thanks, Moo.
Go up the hill your lifetime and you go down the other side quickly. And I got to the top and just fucking fell off, I think.
Well, wasn't it in... I'm not the biggest fan of the film, but Highlander and the Queen soundtrack. And it's like... what's the famous phrase? It's in a Def Leppard song as well. It's a bit like Live Fast, Die Young, basically. So it's like... You sound like you're saying, I chose to live fast and die young, but I knew the rules all the way along, so I'm not going to complain.
Or you can even go to, what is it, the old station.
Sorry.
Come on, you guys, nobody lives forever.
You're welcome.
Who wants to live forever?
I'm getting in the way again.
The thing about beer is when you go to bed with a friend. Yeah, the worst thing you can do is piss in your dreams, Loafer. Don't piss in your dreams.
No, don't. That's gross.
I can't remember who said that.
Somebody that had done it. Oh, sorry, but originally...
You're talking to yourself as you walk into the bathroom. You're trying to remind, never piss in your dreams. Never piss in your dreams.
No,
I didn't know I was in a dream.
I used to have a bad habit of sleepwalking, especially after I was drunk.
This is a big excuse.
This is a true story, and Mrs. W knows the bloke who I'm going to say, and she can check it out with him. Me and my mate in the town, we went out on the piss one night, bikers. And he said, oh, you might as well stay at my place for the night, save mate trying to get home. So we come back absolutely bladdered. And apparently, I couldn't remember it. But apparently, I got up in the middle of the night trying to find a toilet.
Yeah.
didn't want to turn the lights on because I didn't want to disturb anybody. So I went in what I was thought of the toilet. It wasn't a toilet, but I found a window. So, being a good boy, not wanting to piss indoors, I've opened the window and took a piss out the window. Now, I
That's
don't
thoughtful.
remember anything of this, but his old man come in the morning, he said, "What was all that last night?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you walked into our bedroom," he said, "open the window, and while singing 'Come On Me Heart Is,' he said, you took about a 5-minute piss out the window."
Come on, me hearties.
Know what to say, you know. It was
That's
walked straight past him,
that's
missus in
that's
the
not
bed, opened a double
that's
window.
not the first time you've told that story, because if while singing "Come On Me Hearties."
Yeah, and I couldn't, and I don't even know why I was fucking singing it. I've never sung it before.
Oh, it's not even. I thought you made it up.
But he said,
Oh,
you
that's
were
even
just
better.
there like, "Come on, end me hearties," and I was pissing out the window. He said, I could see in the moonlight. He said, at least you had the sense to shake before you put the fucking money.
Have you seen what Loafer wrote?
I didn't want to drip on the floor. God's honest truth, that is.
Glitch, what was that?
God's honest truth.
He's seen what Loafer wrote.
She'll check
What?
that out with me, mate. No,
Don't leave us in suspense.
Some of the things.
No, I was just saying, you see what Loafer wrote. The thing about
did he
beer
write?
is when you go to bed with a full bladder and you get a stiffy and it stops you from running out of bed.
Depends on the size. If you've got a soft mattress, it just feels a bit uncomfortable.
You know what? While we're on the subject, I always thought that some people have got their foreskins cut off, and some people have got them left on. I was thinking because I was hanging out with some people, and one of them was Jewish, and I thought the next time he tries to like jokingly take the piss out of me, and that I'll say, "Do you know what this is? This is penis. This is foreskin envy." And I thought, if we ever get in an argument, I'm just going to bring it down to foreskins. And I'll say, well, the thing is, to have a foreskin, you'll say, oh no, see, we consider that dirty. It's like, dirty? You're supposed to wash it for a start, like fucking hello. But it's like, if you're a dude and you need to take a leak and you're running out of time, and it's like, oh shit, I've been holding it for so long now. It's like coming down to the last bit. It's like, oh Jesus, but you're coming up to the toilet. If you've got a foreskin, you've got about like 10 seconds grace.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Brilliant, Dave. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Because they haven't got a foreskin.
Where's now complete.
If they leak out the top, where's it going to go? Into their pants. If you've got a foreskin, you got a little bit of leeway. It's like a little,
Yeah,
just saying.
Like an half-filled balloon.
Yeah. You've got about. Depending on dimensions, you might have a 10 or 20 second leeway, and that is the biggest argument you can put for non-circumcision, or as they call it, chopping the foreskins off little boys.
There's two differences in that. You got two ways of stopping it. One is that, and the other is that.
Close peg.
Yeah. But not everybody that is circumcised has it done for religion. It can often be done for medical
a lot of it is done for it because they get infections.
Yeah.
Neil's son, he had to have it done.
Yeah, it's
not a lot of it. I'd say most.
The foreskin will not pull back by the time the baby's about 18 months. Boy, obviously. Then.
Well, yeah.
Then. Then they have to have surgery to fix it.
Yeah, but the occurrences of people having to have their foreskins, or I suppose in the FGM world, maybe there are other bits. He said technically.
FGM is totally different, my dear. Do not go down that route.
Yeah,
I
we
think
don't.
we're already down that route, Mrs. W.
No.
We're
not
talking.
that deep.
No, that's completely different. That is a completely different and dark conversation that we're not going to have.
Yeah.
When I first heard about what it was,
Oh, we were talking about little boys' foreskins. It was fine.
it's
now
called female genitalial mutilation
Mutilation.
for a
I
reason.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the other one is, and the little boys' foreskins is male genital mutilation.
Yeah,
it's not.
that's enough about that.
No, it's not. It's not called a mutilation.
That's not called it.
It's like
But
it
it is.
can be
You
a
make it
mutilation
seriously.
if it's
No.
done on religious grounds, but it's also a medical procedure if it's needed on medical grounds.
Yeah.
There is
And the
no
other one is not
yeah.
either.
Yeah, the only other reason other than medical is religious. It's and they all look like little
Good
monks.
job. We're also sensible, and we can agree to differ.
If we didn't need it, God would have removed it. Yeah, bit like the brains in people.
Mm-hmm.
There again, my argument with the religions is always, oh, my God's good, my good is all loving. Well, no, sorry. Because if there was any true loving, all peaceful gods around this world, like they say, they wouldn't let all this bad shit happen, would they?
True. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
We don't talk religion on air.
No, I don't do
Or
religion
cars.
because I tend to not
Do you know
take
what?
the piss, but
Hey guys, I heard a genuinely funny joke the night before last night, and I made sure to remember it. It's really quite good. It's not offensive. It's like light-hearted. It's to do with nothing. It's something anyone can laugh with. And I think we're finished with all that conversation. This couple bought a greyhound for racing, and the race the greyhound was crap. To win a single thing, it came nowhere every time. And it wasn't good for anything. And the fella said, should we just chuck it in the canal? And she goes, why bother chucking it in the canal? Let's just run away from it.
you're way above me, boy.
No, sorry.
But
Yeah,
the joke
it's
this
hilarious.
week and the one
It's such a bad greyhound that it's just run away from it. It'd never catch you up. That's
You
the
don't have
joke.
to explain it, Steve. I just don't find it particularly funny.
Right, well,
It's because of choking a dog in a canal, isn't it?
Thought for this week is good evening, Tony. I'm not far off shutting down,
Good
mate.
evening, Tony.
Hi, DJ.
Now, you
as
get
well.
accused of being racist if you don't like halal meat.
I'm racist then.
So why is it not racist because you don't like to eat pork?
Because it's different people, isn't it?
We're racist if we don't like halal meat, but they're not racist because they don't like to eat pork.
Or non-halal meat.
No, they won't eat pork even if it's halal. They won't eat it.
Yeah.
We won't get halal pork.
But I've had
No, but I mean, like, if we don't eat it, then we're bad, but they won't eat ours, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's all right, Tony. Don't worry, mate.
Everything has been done to pander to their needs and their wants and their wishes.
Yeah.
To such an extent now that you don't know if the meat you are eating is halal or not.
Unless you go through the codes on the packet. There is a post with all the codes on that says if it's halal. All it is
Oh, is there?
Yeah. All it is a number.
I need that then. I ain't eating that shit.
Who put it up? I think it was God Bless put it up, actually. Simon Sharps. On
Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got that no more.
Yeah, there was a list of, I think it was about 8 or 9 codes that all donate if the meat is halal or not. But there again,
All right.
why can't we organise our shops like some Muslim countries do in their own countries? They have a
Yeah.
separate section for halal and there's another section for non-halal.
Yeah, marvellous. I was told by a butcher client, he was so pleased, all his chicken now came halal, but he didn't have a sign in his window.
No, they don't have to say.
No, but he was happy that he got halal product.
Well, that's up to him, isn't it?
Disgusting, isn't it?
He didn't advertise it.
Yeah. The victim card gets you more than the race card. The race card. It's. I mean, yeah. There's nothing wrong with halal meat as such. I mean, we've had to slaughter people. Fucking hell. There you go, lurkers. You've got a good slip there. I mean, I've had to slaughter livestock in the past in halal fashion simply because it was an emergency and that was the quickest and most uncool way of dispatching them because they were suffering. I didn't have any option open. That was the only thing I could do at the time and the place it was in. One in particular was a sheep. It had fallen down quite a large cliff. It had broke its back. It had been laid there.
Poor thing.
It had maggots in a big open wound right down its spine where it bounced down the rocks. Now we knew the farmer who it belonged to. Steve, you're going in and out and doing all sorts there. So we gave him a ring and said, look, one of your sheep's down here in the estuary. It is fatally wounded. I said, do you want to come down and dispatch it? And he said, well, can you do it while you're there? I said, well, yeah, I can, but the only thing I've got on me is a knife, you know. I'm not going to stand there and keep stabbing it or anything stupid like that. So I did elect to cut the throat. It had to be done. I mean, you'd never get a vehicle down there. It was half a mile walk in the dark to get there if you wanted to get down there with a gun and shoot it. You know, it was like 1 o'clock in the bloody morning because we were down there crabbing. That's how we found it.
It was an act of It was an act of humanity, by the sounds of things.
Yeah. And it's not nice to see, but I would not object to. Well, we did eat some of the meat. My mate butchered it, and we put some in the freezers because the farmer said, "Oh, you know, the tide will take it." I said, "Well, we'll take it." You know, we'll take it. But it's the actual act of killing them. You know, people don't like to think, as many don't, of animals suffering, and they will suffer through doing that.
Do you know what, Rog?
Some slaughterhouses now actually do say they stun them before they kill them with the halal method. I mean, it has the same objective. It drains the blood. Whether they do or not. How can you go crabbing without a gun? Yeah, exactly, Moo.
But the thing is that it removes the suffering aspect.
Yeah, and that is the main side to what people object to.
Do you know what? I was in Knaresborough a few years ago, and it was like a nice afternoon. My mum came up with a visit, and Knaresborough was like voted like it's a beautiful village. It's like such a nice place. And walking along, and there's this sort of church up this steep sort of wall. You can walk alongside it, and then just in the middle of this perfect day, Lou Reed's day, such a perfect day. There's this pigeon on the ground, and you know when you can tell that the neck isn't the right way around, sort of thing. It just doesn't look natural. And I'm thinking this pigeon is like on its last legs sort of thing, and it was definitely going. And
I've had to do it with ducks, geese.
Well, I thought if I had to, I would sort of bite the bullet and wring its neck. Basically, I reckon it would be something I'd live with for a long time, like if not the rest of my life. But then I thought, am I taking life away from the? It might be alive another half an hour or something. I thought, no, it's going to get pecked to death by everything else.
It comes as an instinct.
I should have just wrung its neck, really.
At the end of the day, Steve, if you weren't certain whether it was going to die or not, then leaving it was not a problem. If you're certain it needs to be put out of its misery, then you do it.
I think the latter, but
pigeon. I mean, this
thanks
goes
for that,
back a few years ago with me and Rowley down in Cornwall. In the winter, we used to go and do the turkey plucking and the turkey killing for Christmas. And we sat there one day, and one of the farm dogs had got hold of a fucking dove and killed it. So I never thought nothing of it. We picked it up, just put it in the bin like, yeah, it's dead. So we're on the line there about an hour later, and the fuckers had got this dove. They put it in the rumbler to defeather, pluck it, and they dressed it up like a little mini turkey and hung it on one of the hooks. You got this fucking line of turkeys coming down the line on hooks, and this little dove that's been plucked, his little legs cut off, wings folded in. It was somebody put a pair of sunglasses on a turkey. That was
the perfect answer to the sensitive conversation about the end of life situation of doves and stuff. Oh, that reminds me, I saw one and we fucked it up.
I'll tell you what, Moo, do you know what?
It was getting all sensitive, and then it's like,
I used to make me living from the sea, and I never liked eating lobster or crab. Yeah, we used to make a living catching them at one point. Don't know why. I just don't do shell. Well, I don't do a lot of fish, all told. But
I do.
Hey,
I do.
You do, yeah.
I love such shellfish.
Yeah, one day you'll come out in a rash.
Hello.
Right, that's nearly 5-2, guys. I'm getting very peckish. I only had a snack earlier. I didn't have any tea.
I've been out all day.
Yep, she's been out all day with a works meeting. And then when I thought I was going to get an hour or two's kit and have something to eat, one of my mates turned up. Well, one of our mates turned up. And he left literally 10 minutes before we went live. So I haven't had a chance to have anything to eat yet. But yeah, there might not be videos coming out, but I'm going to keep doing the Wednesday lives. And as I say, we'll have a short one. It'll only be a short one, Christmas Eve. Just to wish each other Merry Christmas and shit. And look to see what people have got, those that couldn't leave their presents alone. I've learned over the years. But yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you, Steve Stitch, for coming up on the panel.
Good to see you. I'm glad you've got somewhere sorted for your.
Yeah, at least you're not in a hotel room.
Thank you.
Even though it is going to be very hectic for you, I hope you have well, I'll speak to you before then, but yeah, at least you've got that.
And the rest of you, lurkers, people in there chatting, as always, that's good night from me.
And it's good night from me.
And whatever you're doing, stay safe.
Stay strong.
And stay free.
Stay free.
Stay wicked.
You're right.
Stay wicked.